Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about Ariana Grande, as she recently went into a podcast and she was speaking about a bunch of different things, but she spoke about the Quiet on Set documentary, which was aimed at Dan Schneider. You want me to remind you of who he is? He is the badly built, shaped like a bleep. In fact, let me not finish that sentence before I get cancelled. But yeah, it's him, the one on the screen right now. He doesn't look like that now because I think he's on Ozempic. Or maybe he just lost weight. Maybe he went for 10k runs. I don't know. But that's him. Yeah, I'm out of breath because I'm literally putting food in my air fryer downstairs. But I had to run upstairs. Can you tell I'm not fit? Maybe I should be on Ozempic.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And a lot of other sus predators on set who just couldn't keep their hands to themselves and were just moving mad, basically. I think we've reported on the Quiet on Set documentary over in this channel. We've spoken about Dan Schneider a couple months ago as he is trying to play a victim and pretend nothing ever happened on these sets, when, babes, there's very much proof and evidence and people who have previously worked with you who said that you are just a strange guy. Now, with a lot of the scripts on Victorious especially, a lot of them were like feet jokes, even though, babes, it was never funny.
Person in the world, have you ever tried to get your whole big toe in your mouth? Check this out.
People who either watched it at the time, and that's no judgment to them because the target audience for a lot of these Nickelodeon shows were kids. Like, we were kids at the time of Victoria's coming out, Sam and Cat, iCarly, right? And those are just to name a few. Even Zoe 101. A lot of the jokes were just damn near creepy, you know? It's clearly from someone who has a foot fetish. And I know you shouldn't like fetish shame, but I just did. So now what? What are you gonna do? There's some things that are just, god damn it, like, they're just strange. There's some things that are just strange, and there's some things where it's like, okay, cool, like, I wouldn't do that, but okay, you do that. Just like, do you know what I mean? But that's just strange, and I think that it was very evident, especially with a lot of resurfaced clips of even Ariana Grande, like, playing Cat Valentine, like, holding her foot up and just, like, weird gestures, and I don't know. I couldn't imagine Normani going, not Normani, girl, I mixed up with a black girl. What is a black girl? The reason why I Normani is because Normani is got an album coming out tomorrow, and I just saw a picture of Normani on the screen as I'm literally like reading a news article. But sorry, yeah. I couldn't imagine. That was funny. Can't imagine Ariana Grande like going the full way talking about her full time on Nickelodeon, and that's either because she would just rather not talk about it, and I think that you just have to, like, even with the whole P Diddy and Justin situation, like, there's video just like strangeness happening and predatory behavior happening from P Diddy, but like, obviously it raises questions about like the types of things that Justin had to endure from P Diddy, going to a lot of the Hollywood parties and stuff like that, right? And I've already made a video about that, but like, people are still like to this day wondering like, why is Justin not speaking on it? I think people deal with their traumas their own way. There are people who can just like come out and speak on it and share it, and there's so much power in doing so, and I always advise people to do that. But I also understand the other side of things where it's like, people are scared to speak on things. People would rather just like pretend things didn't happen. That's how they cope in their mind rather than speaking about things. Again, there's more power in speaking and using your platform no matter how big or small it is. I'm not necessarily surprised that Ariana Grande just didn't get into it fully, but I think that she's dealing with it her own way, and you can't really fault her on that. But it's good that she did briefly at least speak on it, because it was a huge part of her chapter and her rise to fame. Like, Nickelodeon was the show. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys have enjoyed today's video. To have you here, we basically chat, have some fun, kiki, giggle. It's a fun time around here, basically. So yeah. Also, my birthday's literally coming up. As I'm making this video, my birthday's in 3 days. I'm turning a year older. My birthday, which is literally for you guys to follow me on Instagram. Literally costs you nothing. It's free. I ain't asking, girl, you don't have to break your bank. This cost of living, girl, I get it. But my birthday wish is for you guys to literally go and follow me. Yes, you right now, girl. You, and you. Go and follow me. I'd really appreciate that. I feel like I've been hella interactive with my followers over on Instagram. Like, if you guys DM me, I literally DM back. Like, ask about me. I'm just, like, I don't just say these things just to say it. Like, I literally see DMs, therefore I reply. Because you guys taking out time from your day to, like, engage and show love and stuff. So why not do it back? A lot of the DMs are crazy, though. I've said this before, but if it's not people asking for Nintendo Switches, it's people like asking for money. I'm like, damn, bitch, like, ooh. But yeah, when you're not doing that, I definitely will reply. I literally sound like Jason Nash. Do you guys remember Jason Nash, the guy that used to cling on to David Dobrik? I used to think they were like in a gay relationship. Love that. But they're not, are they? Are they gay? Happy Pride Month. Also, I'm chaotic. I'm not on crack. People have accused me like, what are you on? I'm like, girl, even if I wasn't something, I'm not sharing it. I'm a gatekeeper. I'm joking. I'm not on anything apart from a little bit of sugar, even though it says literally no sugar. But we both know the truth. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm literally... Ariana Grande. Okay, there we go. When I say her name fast, I'm like, what did I just say? Ariana Grande is the guest on the most recent episode of the Podcrushed podcast, co-starred by Penn Badgley, and opens up about her relationship to child stardom. The Grammy winner was a young teenager when her fame exploded. Oh my god, the bin men are out here collecting bins. I mean, obviously that's what they do in it, but like they're making noise. But like I'm just gonna have to speak over them, so I'm so sorry. Who's whining? Speaking of whining, this is a different type of wine, baby. I want to be at the carnival whining my waist. Like, I want to do that to my man. Is it crack? Nickelodeon show Victorious, which aired for 4 seasons between 2010 and 2013. Ariana Grande reprised her role of Cat Valentine on the spin-off Sam and Cat, which ran for 35 episodes. She said, I was 14 and I flew out to auditions with Liz for Victorious, and we were all very excited. We were young performers who just wanted to do this with our lives more than anything, and we got to, and that was so beautiful. I think we had some very special memories, and we felt so privileged to have been able to create those roles and be a part of something that was so special for a lot of young kids. While clearly grateful for the experience of getting to work on Victorious, Ariana says that she is reprocessing her relationship to it a little bit different now. Neither Ariana or Penn Badgley bring up Victorious creator Dan Schneider by name, nor the recent investigation discovery documentary Quiet on Set, which includes many allegations of misconduct against Dan Schneider for his tenure at Nickelodeon, but Grande does say it's been devastating to hear stories from former child stars and refer to them as survivors. I think the environment needs to be made safer if kids... Oh, why am I glitching? Babes, I'm literally glitching in 4K. Like, the English is not Englishing right now. I promise you. I mean, English is not my first language. I mean, it is. But I just can't speak it very well. She said, I think the environment needs to be safe if kids are going to be acting. And I think there should be therapists. I think parents should be allowed to be wherever they want to be. And I think not only on kids' sets, if anyone wants to do this, or music, or anything at this level of exposure, there should be in the contract something about therapy is mandatory twice a week or 3 times a week or something like that. Now, I definitely do agree with that. I definitely do feel like parents should be present. Parents should be very much right next to them. You know, obviously not in the frame or not in the shot, but I should be able to see my mum when I'm acting. Like, I'm sorry. Or maybe not see her, but like, girl, I should know that she's in the room with us. You know what I mean? I should feel her presence. I don't blame the parents for that. I mean, some parents you can blame. Some parents just literally didn't give a flying F, but there are some parents who literally wanted to be a part of this and wanted to make sure their kids are safe, because there are so many predators out here and so many vile criminals, okay? She said, I was actually talking to Max Martin about this the other day, because he was always such an amazing person to talk to about the stressful parts of what I was experiencing. She continues, and he was just amazing, but a lot of people don't have the support that they need to get through being a performer at that level at such a young age. Their environment just needs to be made a lot more safer all around, and like I said, I'm still in real time reprocessing my relationship to it. So that basically just means that, you know, she's seeing a lot of things that's come out about Dan Schneider. I do wish that she would name drop it and put an @ on it. But again, maybe this is Ariana Grande's way of just saying, you know what, I don't want to talk about him. Maybe she has her own personal traumas. I'm going to only imagine that she does and rather just not speak on him. Maybe she would just rather not give power to mentioning his name. I really wish she would though. But then again, you can wish for it. Are you gonna get it? No. Grande notes that one of the beautiful things to come from her time in Victorious was that Liz and I got to fall in love with these characters that we created and learn what it feels like to be so in a character that you can't separate yourself from it. But yeah, the rest of it is still being worked on. Wow. That's crazy. Jeez, I can't imagine what she's had to go through. Clips resurface online again of her like holding her feet and just like, ugh. Neither Ariana Grande or her co-stars appeared in the Quiet on Set documentary. Footage from the show often played as examples of how some of the content on Nickelodeon at the time was inappropriate. Ariana does not reference any scenes in particular during the podcast, but she does express a level of uncomfortableness in revisiting certain content from Victorious. Specifically about our show, I think that was something that we were convinced was a cool thing about us, is that we pushed the envelope with our humour. And the innuendos were, it was like the cool wow, I'm glitching. Differentiation. Listen, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm keeping this in because I want you guys to understand that sometimes I glitch. Sometimes I ain't got it like that. Sometimes I have to like repeat a word to know what's being like. That's just me. But I still passed my English class. Like I still got the grade. So like, leave me. You can't bully me too much. You know what I mean? These things happen so quickly. And now looking back on some of the clips, I'm like, damn, really? Oh shit. And the things that weren't approved for the network were snuck onto like our website or whatever. That's crazy. The content that wasn't approved by the network was still on the website. I guess I'm upset. Yeah, she says. As a result of these reflections, Ariana Grande is advocating for more supervision on sets with teen and child actors. Some people don't even realize when they're getting abused or being taken advantage of. Some people have to hear other people's stories to know, oh wow, like that's kind of like similar to my story, you know? So it could also just be a case of that. But what do you guys think about this whole situation? Dan Schneider, I don't know how you're walking free. And I've got a place where you should be. I know what outfit you should be wearing, an orange jumpsuit behind bars. The fact that Dan Schneider went onto a podcast like not too long ago, you're not a victim in any way, shape or form. You're a monster. In fact, I've got quite a lot of describing words for you, but you don't want to hear them because then maybe I'll get cancelled. He's probably going to get away with it because let's be honest, I don't think Dan Schneider's going to prison. We can investigate it as content creators and people can write blogs about it, but I don't think anything's really going to happen to Dan Schneider, and he's literally just gotten away with it. And yeah, it's actually really crazy. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. What do you guys think about this whole situation? And yes, I'll catch you guys real soon for a brand new video. Bye.